pumpkins on the toilet.
Shazam!
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 168 of the STS Guys. I'm Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I'm Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. And this week, I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to let Larry shout out the chat.
Oh, yay. Good call. Are we doing a shout out to the chat right now? No, there's nobody in the chat because we just started.
We just started yet. We've been going for 30 seconds. It's going to take some time for that to show up. Nate's back. Hooray!
Whoa, I'm here again.
Whoa, Nate!
But guess what? It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's funny, I thought Jeremy had something else to say, so I paused and saying it's been a week, and then he said it.
It's okay.
Thanks, Ed. And shout out to Ed. Ed had a cool live stream that I wasn't there for the actual live stream, but I did watch it afterwards. He unboxed some wrestling figures. I don't know what those were called, Ed, but they're like these little blind box figures. They're cool. They kind of look like Funkos a little bit.
That sounds really cool. I missed it, but that sounds awesome.
We'll have to go. We'll go check it back out. That sounds cool.
Go check out Ed's Instagram.
Oh, okay. Ed, I don't know your Instagram. It's ePogue something. Yeah.
Loyal Subjects. That's what they're called. Thanks, Ed.
Oh, okay. Those are cool. I don't have any of those, but those are cool. Oh, speaking of cool, we just got rated on Twitch from our friends over at Geek Together. And if you didn't know, Geek Together records their podcast live on Twitch an hour before us every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Pacific. So thank you, Geek Together. Quick shout out to the chat. We got Ed. What's up, Ed? I'm sure Jessica's close by. Hi, Jessica. Gary. Steph, Mountain Meg, more Ed, more Meg, Geek Together, Damien and Christina, Kelly. There's Jessica. And more Ed. I'm sure Manny's around too somewhere. What's up, Manny? Oh, and Suniquone, who I can't pronounce that name. Can you pronounce it?
Unique one. It's unique one.
Oh, Sunique one. All right. Shout out to Sunique one as well. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're doing a little bit of randomness and then maybe WandaVision spoilers at the end.
Yeah, we'll save that till the very end. We'll save that one till. Yeah.
I mean, it's on Friday night, so you guys have had at least a day to kind of see it.
And to be fair, there wasn't a whole lot in that last episode. Like, there's a bunch more that we could talk about leading up to it. But
true, because we haven't talked about WandaVision in a couple weeks.
No, it's been a couple weeks. So we have a few episodes to go through before we get the last one. There's
big STS Guys news, though.
You're pregnant.
Oh, congratulations. No, it's a miracle. No, it's about time for another super mega prize pack giveaway.
Wait, did you say super mega prize pack giveaway?
I think he just said super mega prize pack giveaway.
He did say super mega prize pack giveaway.
I did say super mega prize pack giveaway, and my God, that's still fun even after all these years.
It's been a while since we did that.
It's been a long while since we did that. But if you didn't see, earlier on Twitch and Facebook and Instagram, I posted up our new super mega prize pack giveaway. You can win 2 Funko Sodas. Both are sealed. And 2 Funko Pops. Both are new in box. I don't know. Whatever. Right. So it's our friends over at MJ Pop World. They have a great Twitch channel. They're actually live right now. Don't leave to watch them. But shout out to them. They sent us these 2 sealed Funko Sodas. So Michelangelo and Frankenberry. So there is a chance at a chase. These are like, especially the Frankenberry, it's a little bit older soda. So I think it's getting a little hard to find. It's a limited edition 7,500. So 2 really cool sodas and 2 really cool pops. We got Barney from The Simpsons holding a beer. And this guy, this is fire, dog.
This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is
fine, dog. He's holding a coffee cup. So I kind of felt like the theme of this one is drinks, since we have sodas, we got a beer, and we got a coffee cup. So 2 awesome pops, 2 awesome sodas. It runs for about 3 weeks. So yeah, go check out our Instagram. It's in the link is in our bio, or if you go to Twitter, it's also there. And I did post it on Facebook as well. So anywhere you follow the STS Guys on social media, it's gonna be there. And audio listeners, once you go enter this giveaway, there is the option for a secret code word in episode 168 of the STS Guys. And I don't like burying the lead. The secret code word, guys, it's beaver, as in like Bucky's beaver.
Beaver.
It's all caps, BEAVER. We'll leave that up for a second, but that was my big news of the week.
We talked about it last week, and we have the items. We have to put everything together to do the official Bucky's giveaway too, because we have one of those coming up soon as well.
Yeah, for sure. That might just be like a Twitch giveaway or something. Yeah, but we'll talk about that real soon. We've had this one like on hold for like a month, so it's good to get it off my plate. That's what she said. It's good to get it off my to-do list. Another thing that came off my to-do list was I finally put out a tweet for the STS Guys t-shirts. So thank you everybody who grabbed a t-shirt. They were only $8 shipped, dirt cheap. It's a really nice shirt. I promise I will send them out this week. You guys will get them faster than I was able to deliver them to Jeremy and Scott 5 minutes down the road. Give me a couple days, but I promise they'll go out this week. I got one more thing I can talk about too.
Okay, then you just do it.
Welcome to the Larry Show.
Yeah.
Guys, I got a package in the mail today. I got a Chase, but it's not a Chase Pop. It is a Chase WWE Elite Legends Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. He is wearing a silver jacket or suit, I guess, rather than the black jacket that the common comes with. So Target came through.
Hold that one up back, yes, by the way, because I like the double fingers as the alternate hands.
No, I think those are.
Oh, that's the back. I thought it was.
That's where you peg in.
I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah. It's just the peg in. Oh, I went from like real excited to real disappointed real quick.
I like how it comes with a briefcase, though.
Yeah.
Nate's thinking like, how can I use that?
It's got his $1 million belt, an extra head, those funky hands. But yeah, I don't know what the ratio is on these, but I was pretty stoked to get the Chase from Target. So
wait, you just went to Target and saw that?
No, I pre-ordered it on on the Target app like a while ago, and it finally showed up. So yeah, even better, right, than finding it on the shelf. They just hooked me up through the mail. I didn't have to leave my house. Cool.
That's awesome.
As it should be.
Exactly, right? Leaving your house is overrated. Yeah. Cool. What do you guys got? Anything?
Nothing big here on my side. Like I said, I don't like leaving my house either. I said that's why I've expanded my world of my crypto mining empire. I now have like 500 million computers.
Oh my, Jeremy!
Oh my god!
All over the place. So cleared over $1,000 last month.
Dang.
Nice. That's pretty epic, man.
So you got your pinball working full time plus other devices,
plus 4 other ones.
That's ridiculous, awesome, dude. So it's double raid Saturday night because we just got raided on Twitch by MJ Pop World. You may remember them for me talking about them 5 minutes ago. Or less.
Here,
just Funko Sodas giveaway.
Just to bring them on or whatever. I'm going to pull this up again because it's time. They should know. We're doing the giveaway. That's the secret code's at the bottom. It's Beaver.
All caps.
It's Beaver.
All caps Beaver. So them sodas are we're doing the giveaway.
Yeah, I know everybody over who watches MJ Pop World and Friday Night Funko. They love Funko Sodas. So we got 2 sealed ones, Michelangelo and Frankenberry. That's part of that giveaway. So an extra special shout out to the chat, right? Double shout outs. We got Display Geek, What's up, Display Geek? JT Customs, MJ Pop World, more JT Customs, Capone City 666666666.
So
Probably. So all the sixes. Friday Night Funko, Baby Light saying hi to everybody. Mavs, Content Crazy. Oh, and Mindy's here too. What's up, Mindy? Funko Lover 30. And Zeke 1993. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. Super appreciate it. If you're just jumping in, like Scott said, the secret code for our Funko Soda giveaway is Beaver. You can enter it on the Give Lab page, all caps, and you'll get a ton of extra entries. You also get a ton of extra entries if you sub to us or MJ's Pop World on Twitch. I mean, like 1,000 entries, which sets you will basically put you in the lead for the giveaway. And it even counts if you're already subbed. So if you already subbed to MJ Pop World or the STS Guys, which I know a lot of you are, you'll get those 1,000 entries. So you got a really good chance of getting these 2 sealed sodas.
Jeremy, spousal abuse is funny.
Oh,
to the moon. It was always about like he was going to beat his wife.
Horrible. I
feel like Larry might be already tired because we're 12 minutes in, and I think he said 95% of everything that's been said so far.
We got to say hi.
My shitty shout out to the chat last week.
Yeah, this is how it's. Pay attention, Jeremy. This is how it's done.
At least you tried, Jeremy.
I tried.
You tried. I gave up. I gave up a long time ago. I can't do it.
Real quick, and then we'll see what Scott's got. Shout out to Josh, AAA Toys, Deadpool, Bones 452, extra special shout out to Ed, because why not? And Middle Newlands here too, John. So thank you guys for hanging out.
Middle Newlands.
What do you got, Scott? Anything good?
So I didn't.
Wait. We're not done yet. There's another raid going on.
What?
From the movie retakes.
Movie retakes is coming in
Whoa.
here.
Larry,
awesome.
You're not done yet.
You're not done yet. Keep it going, son.
All right. Well, thank you, Movie Retakes and the Sully Brothers. If you don't know, Movie Retakes records their podcast on Twitch now as well. Actually, they weren't even doing a podcast tonight. They were doing a watch-along, which is really cool, right? So they were watching a movie with Amazon Prime. I don't remember the movie. It's the one with Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. I'm like, it's a movie I haven't seen.
It was the
number
sequel?
two. Number
Number
two.
two, because can I say, like, we're gonna come through this one because Coming to America, right?
Okay.
I am less than enthused about a sequel like that. That was a movie that I think was fine standing alone by itself. It didn't need a sequel. I tried to watch it today. I went to put it on and was like, I can't do this. Like, no.
Well, it's been a long time, but you'd have to have some serious love for the first one. But, it's kind of like just mindless fun. Whoa, Friday Night Funko 3 just gifted some Tier 1 subs to Funko Love, Zeke199, and JT Customs. Wow,
Sweet.
thank you, Friday Night Funko.
Those gifted subs totally count for the giveaway, too.
All right.
So if you're just joining, another shout out to our giveaway.
Another shout out to the giveaway. And Josh from AAA Toys says it's really good. Okay, I'll give it a chance. But usually these things, my gut feeling about movies tends to be about accurate. So we'll see.
What do you have to lose, Scott?
Check back in next week, and I'll tell you what I thought.
We're still kind of in quarantine. It's something to do.
So real quick, one more shout out. Shout out to Sully. Sully's in the chat. Dork Knight Dave, what's up, Dave? More Capone City 666666666. And Odin Pops, what's up, Odin Pops? If I missed anybody, I apologize. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. And thank you again to Geek Together, MJ Pop World, and Movie Retakes for sending people our way.
Boom. Thank you, everybody.
You guys are awesome.
It's so nice to have you all come here to share in the ridiculousness that is our conversations. So. Man, all these people just showed up, and now it's on me to tell you what I did this week, and I did absolutely nothing. Like, I didn't.
Very eventful, Scott. Thank you.
Did you at least get some Whataburger?
I got a shake on Monday. I did the Dr. Pepper shake. I had to think about it. Because here's the thing. I will tell you about my journey. Because I'm, as you can clearly see, I'm a big boy, right? Like I got some hefty pounds, so I'm actually trying to shed some of these pounds. So Whataburger and me are kind of in a little conflict right now.
I went to the one. I went to the one connected to the HEB gas station. I hadn't did that one before, so that was pretty cool. Like it's HEB, which is great, and Whataburger.
What a burger!
You beat me to the button. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Here you go. Jesus.
All the buttons.
All the buttons. Here.
It's really great. You might even say it's the best.
We got buttons for everything here.
Here, I'm gonna hit my favorite just because we have so many people in here and they're like, what the fuck is going on?
God.
This is the worst interview of my career.
There you go.
No, we don't just have a whole bunch of people in here. We have family here.
I don't have friends. I got family.
All right, so we derailed it here. I did go. So
tangents.
So I will say I didn't buy anything, but I did do something fairly ridiculous today. Is just because I thought it would be like me and my wife were like, it'd be fun. We were kind of over in the other part of town, right? Over kind of by the lake. If you know anything about Austin geography, over by the lake is kind of nice. So we decided, it'd be fun is let's go drive through a couple of the neighborhoods with the multi-million-dollar houses that are around here that conveniently forgot to put a gate, to go through. So
to keep people like you out.
Yeah, to keep people like me out. So we went to a couple neighborhoods and we drove by. I was like, ooh, $1 million houses. I was like, and look it up. So that's literally the expanse of what I have done this week.
Oh, that's cool, man. I was thinking about going. We were thinking about going downtown to that Zilker Park or whatever, and playing some Pokemon Go. But there was an event, and you could only catch the weird bird-looking Pokemon today. So we decided not to. So
you didn't really describe that. When you say Pokemon, a weird bird-looking one, that's a third of the Pokemon. You got to be a little bit more descriptive.
It is. Where's my Pokemon? There's my Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah, but when you get all the same one, it's kind of boring. They do these events. They did one the day we went to the San Antonio Zoo, and all you could do is Machamp over and over and over again. It was very boring. It's Fletchling. There's this stupid little bird. Yeah. So I don't know. I already caught 5 of them today because we're back playing Pokemon Go. I didn't need to go all the way downtown to just catch more.
Yeah.
But maybe tomorrow. Who knows? All right, I'll stop talking. Nate, what do you got?
Nate, since you've been out last week, here's the question on everyone's mind especially for bingo.
Bingo!
Did you buy a Mezco?
Over the last couple of weeks, I have bought a Mezco. So Bingo Square. Yeah, we can actually talk about it because there was a pretty big event that got canceled, but all these companies are started doing their own thing now. I'm talking about Toy Fair. As you guys know, I collect Mezco toys, and Mezco kind of went all out this year. They celebrated their own Mezco Toys Fair to go along with their name, and they revealed a bunch of new stuff. They dropped some pretty big releases. Let me share my screen. We can kind of go through some of the reveals and see what you guys think about them.
Let's see. There's one that I need you to pull up though, Nate, because it's absolute nightmare fuel. I know it wasn't meant to be, but when we get to it, hopefully we'll see.
They had this first reveal. Let's go into that one first, maybe. So the first thing they revealed, there's this thing called Asia Goal, which is their own con in Asia. It was in Hong Kong, but it was also canceled due to COVID. So this is the first time they actually have ever done an online release of any of their figures. So actually anyone in the world could buy these, which is a first for these Asia Goal exclusives because you can usually only get them in Asia. So anyways, these went live at 11 p.m. one night, and I had missed the pre-order on this, but this was actually a release for an upcoming figure, which is called the Krig. And that's kind of what these are. This is
is that supposed to be a spider face? What's?
It's their own. So this is part of the Rumble Society. If you guys know, Mezco has their own IP, which they call the Rumble Society. They've got their own original figures that they do. And so this is an expansion on that. It's called the Krig. but they're going to have a bunch of different ones. This one was called the Blood Force. So this is the Asia Gold exclusive. It's the only one that's being released in red. So that was the first way to kind of kick it off. And then they started teasing that they were going to be doing another version of the Krig on their Instagram. If you find it down.
Go back up.
Oh, God.
We're talking about the Krig.
No.
All right. We'll get
Hold on, Scott.
All right.
So then they did the Mezco Toy Fair. And so this is a different version of the Krig. This is
that one looks better. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
The all black looks better.
I like the all black better, and it's their exclusive toys chest, so it came with a bunch of other extra stuff. They put that up on I think it was like the Friday before.
For anybody looking, that is quite a strange pistol. Is that like he's carrying? That looks like it's a toy gun.
Yeah, this is like a futuristic style, so it's a different weapons. You saw that guy's weapons that I was showing you; they're all like kind of weird. So I think his was like red. You can see it's the same weapon right there.
Yeah.
So the other guy's is blue, and then you can see all the other stuff that comes with it. So very unique figures, really cool, like different way to shake up the Rumble Society and add some new figures. They're going to have like a boss that they're going to release to this, like the bad guy of these guys. So it's kind of cool. It comes with a comic and all this stuff. People are starting to get them in hand, but they released all kinds of stuff. Normally, Mezco only releases like maybe 2 or 3 things. They'll show you like 2 or 3 112 figures. This time they had 3 days. In each day, they released a bunch of stuff. So you got the 5 points Bill and Ted here.
With Rufus.
Yeah, with Rufus. 5 points is like their 3.75 inch figure line. So they're releasing a lot of classic stuff. They're doing like Batman 1966 and the Reeves Superman, I don't know, 5 points figs. So this is Bill and Ted. I'm not huge into 5 points, but these are kind of cool.
They look really good, and they come with their guitars and stuff. Like it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they come with all that different band equipment here. So the guitars, the drum set, the amplifiers. It's kind of cool. And then you got this new Superman that's releasing. This is a 112 figure, and this is a new updated version of the comic Superman, which has always been really hard to get your hands on nowadays. It goes for like $300 online, something like that.
I do have to say though, the body on this one looks 100 times better than the body that other Superman. The other Superman is oddly proportioned.
Was too skinny. It was too skinny.
Well, he was skinny.
Like his body, like the body parts were, like the chest was too big and the arms and legs were too small.
Yeah, there's like
the chest.
So there's the comic one, which is the little short, stumpy one. He's like a little Superman. It's weird. And then there's the new Reeve one, which they just released, which is like a Christopher Reeve version who's a little bit slimmer and looks different. But now this one is coming out later.
This is a good Superman.
Yeah, I agree. I think the body style here is much better, like a kind of a beefier Superman. It looks really cool. I really like the way that came out. They've got a Halloween 2 Michael Myers. So this is just an updated version of Michael Myers because they did the Halloween 1 version. The horror figs are cool, but it's not something I'm hugely into.
You got to look at the Crow, though.
Yeah, the Crow was definitely unexpected. So they've got the Crow coming out.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. I thought Larry would like that. He's wearing all black.
Every time you go to a Halloween party, there's like 4 guys dressed as the Crow, and they think they're hot.
It's cool. I think the one I really liked isn't even on here. Didn't they announce 112 scale Power Rangers?
Yeah, they did. That's actually, I think, day 2. So
They also have what? Like, yeah, I mean, dude, there's an Ultraman in there. Like, they announced a bunch of cool stuff.
A bunch of stuff. So this is part of the... I don't know who this guy is. Everybody thinks is probably Captain Nemo, maybe. But this is part of their Rumble Society, so get your Rumble on.
Are those... like, what's that?
Like little sparkles or something. I don't know.
Is that supposed to be Zeus?
He's bejeweled.
What's the king from the Candyland game? It's that guy.
Yeah. But this was a pretty big reveal. The Fantastic Four.
It's really cool.
And they're showing all 4 figures. I think this is probably going to be a set together.
That would make sense.
You guys would know. Who is this? Who is that?
I'm going to tell you right now. I cannot tell just based off of the arm, but probably Super Skrull.
It looks like a green artichoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure who it was. I was figuring
if it's a Fantastic Four, it's probably Super Skrull. Like that.
I'm trying to think of like monster type of bad guys to fight, and that's the only one I can.
Yeah, and it could
unique.
it could be Abomination, but that wouldn't make sense.
That's what I was going to say.
But
I
if they're going to do Abomination, they would do more comic booky Abomination, who's just the weird frog-looking thing, not like the movie Goofy. Like the arms aren't like that in the comic version of Abomination, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
So that was a pretty big reveal to end day 1, and then you go into day 2, which is a whole bunch of other stuff. So you've got this chunky grub, which is kind of a weird one.
But he's 14 inches tall.
That is
That's so much grub.
Yeah, and where's the booty shot? Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah,
showing off his booty.
So
this is like their
cheeks.
This is like their mascot, but this is a 14-inch version, which is just very unexpected. It was kind of
pretty cool.
Cool. Planet of the Apes Caesar, and then Planet of the Apes. Gorillas, just other guys to fill out.
Well,
the
this
scene.
is Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. So isn't that one of the older ones?
It is.
That's the third one,
of the OG ones.
The OG ones
of the Charleston Heston era.
Yeah,
Odin Pops says that guy that we saw in the Fantastic Four shot could have been Fing Fang Foom.
Could have been, but he's way bigger than that.
True.
But it's true. It could be.
And this is a new Wolverine. So they've done
cool Wolverine.
A version of Wolverine before, but this one looks so much better.
I cannot wait for you to get to day 3, because there's 2 things in there that we need to talk about. But that is a good Wolverine.
Well, my favorite's on day 2.
This is this is another Rumble
Green
Society.
Ranger.
I think his name is called Hawk P40. This is going to be a new one. They released an image of him in a comic.
Oh,
he's a very strange looking figure. I'm not sure how that's going to come out.
Maybe like a shark or something.
The cream of the crop of day 2 was definitely the Power Rangers reveal.
That is what I am buying that as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
So one thing about this is Mezco got a partnership with Hasbro. Hasbro owns the license to Power Rangers and a couple of other really big lines. So now which is weird to me that Hasbro's like, yeah, go ahead and make another 6-inch figure that's going to compete with ours and probably going to be a better quality because they're making Power Rangers too right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is it the same audience? I think you're catching 2 different audiences with the different types of figures.
You have like almost like you have this. They've been licensed to some because it's also licensed to Tamashii Nations too, right? Like because like so they had the Tamashii Nations. Green Ranger with the Bandit collection. It's all like the comic.
Yeah, the license changes throughout time. So I think SH Figure Arts had it for a while, and then Hasbro purchased the rights to it because then they started making the Lightning collection, and now they're selling the rights to Mezco so they can make figures as well.
I feel like Power Rangers is like one of those things that everybody who wants to license it kind of gets that license.
Yeah,
like they're just like, sure, we like money. Sure. Like we don't care how it gets split up. So
yeah,
I wasn't too surprised.
Money out. Yeah,
but this is like Jeremy said, this is an awesome figure. Like it looks really cool. The Mezco style and stuff. It's gonna be legit.
And you can imagine the entire team's probably gonna come out.
I would hope so.
You're gonna have
some bad guys.
Hopefully some bad guys. I don't know if they would be able to do like a Megazord,
maybe a Rita Repulsa.
Yeah,
that would be awesome.
That would be pretty cool.
All right, Nate, let's go to day 3 because there's something we need to talk about. Day 3 recap.
So let's talk about.
Oh yeah, that was huge too.
These are not the ones.
Hey, we will show. We'll get through them. We'll get to the ones you want.
G.I. Joe, another Hasbro property.
Yeah. Talking about Hasbro.
Yeah, and again, like you said, they're making their own 6-inch figures. Why do they license it out? But whatever, it means more cool G.I. Joe figures. So whatever.
The kid is going to buy the regular run-of-the-mill G.I. Joe. It's the adult that's buying the 112 figure.
Yeah.
Fair.
Look at this though. This thing looks crazy good.
It's cool.
This looks. I don't know. That face looks a little funky to me.
So that's what I need I want to talk about. Is there's a face on one of these.
Who is it? Who is it?
Ridiculous. So go back. So Nate, go back because we'll talk about Ultraman. First off, the thing that's absolute nightmare fuel is the Adams, Uncle Fester, and It. Like, look at that thing. Look at that thing.
He's a little creepy.
Yeah, this is part of their LDD, which is Living Dead dolls. These are kind of like
face sculpt is bad. But okay, so grab the Batman Gotham by Gaslight picture that's up there. that is the most constipated Batman to date. Like, I was like, oh my god, Gotham by Gaslight, the Victorian era Batman, and it looks like he's pooped his pants. Like, even the other picture of his face is like, he's like, look, okay, that's a photo. Like, I wish you could zoom in on that, Nate, because that is a photo of a man who just saw a boobie. Like, that's what that is. That's Batman's.
Anywhere near as bad as the Keith one. Like, the Keith one is bad. Like, so this isn't anywhere near what the Keith one was.
No, the Keaton one is bad, but that right there, come on.
I gotta say though, I'm really excited for a Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
I was too, and then I saw the face. I was like, I don't like either of these faces. There's pervy like serial rapist, which is the other one, and then I just poop my pants. Like that's the two head sculpts you get is serial rapist, and then pooed his pants. Look at that face. That is a face of a serial rapist.
You can see his teeth kind of poking out right there.
That's it's like he's doing like a beaver look.
Hey, good word.
Hey.
Yeah.
Here's another Rumble Society figure. I don't know anything about this, but
looks
apparently
like
this is
like an elf.
Apparently this is a figure they released a long time ago. So they're doing a re-release, but these guys
looks cool though, right? It's like a street guy. He's got like a orange life preserver vest on and a
puff coat.
Spray, can of spray paint. Like, it's cool.
Yeah,
definitely for that Gomez type style.
I like. I saw people getting mad, but I like these teaser photos that they did for the Rumble Society, where you could barely see what it is. But I saw in the comments it was infuriating some people because they're like, I want to know what it is. Like,
show me the goddamn figure.
I think that's one thing that's great about Mezco with Rumble Society stuff. They keep it real close to the chest until it comes out, and then it's just like, whoa, what is that? It's cool. So then you get they're calling this Ghost Spider, but this is definitely Gwen.
Well, that's
Stacy.
That's her true hero name, right? Is the Ghost Spider?
Oh, I didn't know.
Because I mean, we all call it Spider Gwen, but honestly, if you were a superhero, would you want to use your actual first name as your
no?
Like, what if it was Spider-Man who was like, I'm Spider Peter? Like, helps narrow down.
That's true.
I bet it's that Peter Parker kid.
Yeah, so it might be Peter Parker. He's weird.
So Mezco's known to have they haven't updated their female bucks, the bodies. And this definitely looks like it's got a single jointed leg right there, which just does not work for me for a spider figure. It needs to be able to move. Here's another photo of it.
God, Ed.
It needs to be able to move, but I'm telling you right now, Nate, you better buy this because it's going to sell like it's
hotcakes.
There's enough pervy men.
Let your hands on fire.
There is enough pervy men out there that will buy this just because. I'm sorry to say.
I have the Spider-Gwen Marvel Legends. I guess that's proof that it's
pervy. Like, I don't know.
It's probably going to be a very popular figure for sure.
I'm just going to say there's going to be some pictures of that on 4chan in some very bad things happening to that figure.
For the record, mine's in a normal pose, and I collect the Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures. Yep. Some guys just want to collect Spider-Man figures.
Exactly. I mean, that wave was really good though.
Yeah. Anyway, the Ultraman is kind of cool because it goes along.
Cool.
Ultraman goes along with the whole Power Rangers thing too, right? You get Ultraman and Power Rangers. Come on,
it's cool. And Ultraman's one they actually teased a long time ago. It was Gomez with Ultraman body, but the fact that they're actually doing it is kind of cool.
Do the laser thing.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So that was all the reveals. So they really just went crazy, just revealing stuff during. Did I find what you were trying to find, Scott?
Yeah, you did. You should. I wanted to bring up Creepy Fester and Pooping Batman.
Okay, good.
It was a lot of cool stuff.
Here's the other. This is the Christopher Reeve's version of the.
Oh yeah,
Superman.
Is that one? That one's out now.
See, that's the one I think Jeremy you're talking about. Like the
no. I'm talking about the original Superman one.
Oh, the original zombie one.
Yeah, the original Superman one. I said looks stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was cool. They had a lot of reveals. The only thing they dropped for pre-order though was that Black Krieg. Nothing else went up.
Oh, okay.
So
did you get that one?
I did actually get that one. I got that one.
It came, like you mentioned it briefly before, but it was their Toy Fair box that came with a lot of other really cool stuff. Like I even looked at it for a minute, and then I think it wasn't like close to $200 or something. I'm like, no, I don't need to spend $200 on something I don't even need.
I don't need to be spending that much money.
But it was cool
on action figures.
It was definitely expensive.
Well, I don't need to be spending $200 on that action figure.
I got
$1 Million Man.
I got other ones in mind.
Yeah.
That was pretty much my last couple of weeks. Was just on Instagram looking at toys.
They did a really good job. I will even say they did a better job than Funko did. Like Funko tried to do their own Toy Fair thing too, like earlier in the month. But I don't know. I felt like the Mezco stuff was more exciting.
Yeah.
Like, unexpected releases, and like you said, they showed a ton of stuff when they historically don't show that much. So it was cool. Plus they did giveaways on the different social media channels and stuff. Like it was super interactive and super fun.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that, but they did probably like 6 giveaways of really rare figures, like stuff that's really hard to find. And they're just giving it away to like tons of people. I think there was at least 20 winners throughout the whole. Yeah.
Speaking of giveaways with Mezco, did you get your thing for winning their little contest thing?
I did. I posted a couple of shots on my Instagram of the Black Baron Benz. He's really cool. And they actually have not released him for pre-order yet. So there's only 12 of those in existence, which is pretty crazy.
Pretty cool, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, like I'll be happy if they release it and everybody has a shot at it. I'll probably be a little more happy if you're one of the only 12 that are in existence.
Yeah,
I'm sure at some point they will.
Having one of 12,
it's pretty cool.
Is
pretty awesome.
Pretty amazing.
Generally, having one of 12 of anything that's like toy related, you're in a good position.
Just ask all the Funko Proto people.
Yep.
I think one guy sold one on eBay. There's one winner that sold it, and I think it went for like $600 or something like that.
Oh, that's a steal. I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's undervalued.
I think that's
it went. I thought it was going to go higher than that.
Yeah, that's way undervalued.
If you know what, maybe if it was like a more well-known character, but I think it potentially being that it was their own.
Oh man, there's 12. I would have paid more for that.
Yeah, but like I just think it's eBay, right? It's that whole
it's not Superman
supply and demand aspect of things. So maybe it wasn't there's much demand, but like I think back to the blade that they had like a couple years ago that was. So if there was only 12 of that special version of blade that they had, like that would have gone for a shit ton of money.
Sorry, I was way off on the price. It was $860.
Okay, that's better.
That's better, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's sold so far.
Well, I don't. A lot of those. If I know Mezco collectors, not that many of them that won that are actually going to be selling that thing.
Plus, if it's really that limited, your better is to hang on to it because it's going to be worth a lot more later.
Yep.
Yeah. I think somebody probably ended up getting a pretty good deal on that, even at $800. But
crazy.
That's okay. Woo. Hopefully, the guy who sold it needed the money for something good, and life happens sometimes. So hopefully, that was kind of his little miracle or whatever, and helped him out of a tough spot.
Maybe he was a Texas resident that got snowmageddoned.
Ooh. It was right around that time, too. I think it's when it sold.
That's probably why it did sell for so much, because all of Texas wasn't available. We couldn't get on eBay.
Yeah.
Talk about bad timing.
Bad timing. All right.
Talk about good timing. Good times, like WandaVision.
I was going to say, if you have the vision, maybe you would have done better. Yeah, we're talking WandaVision. We haven't actually talked about WandaVision in a few weeks now.
No, it's been bad.
And it was mainly because I hadn't been caught up.
Poor segues. Good Lord. I'm going to throw a banner up here. Oh, you got it. All right.
So, I was always the one that was kind of behind on this show, but I finally got caught up.
Okay.
I've seen everything now.
Okay.
So full-on spoilers. If you haven't finished episode 9 of WandaVision, you might want to pause and come back and listen to us after you finish the show.
So I'm going to start with a little tidbit that I just found out about this a little bit. Tidbit, yes.
Yes, good word.
So you know how we were always talking like, oh my God, there's this huge, big reveal of a character in the last episode, right?
So, but didn't Paul Bettany tease? So
that whole reveal came from Paul Bettany saying it was a person that he's always wanted to work with. It's this great person or whatever like that it is, right? come to find out, he was teasing the fact that he was going to be just having a scene with himself. So the whole big reveal that everyone was waiting for at the end was just the most epic of trolls from Paul Bettany.
So many people are just like, "Oh, what a letdown! What a letdown!" It's like, come on, it was still
controlled the internet. Like, it was amazing.
So we're talking about the fact that there's I don't know if we should go that far yet.
No, so
it's fine.
So let's start back. Let's go back a little bit. Jeremy and I both fucking called it.
You did?
Agnes was Agatha.
Oh yeah.
Like, we called it. We had talked about it, saying that was a potential one.
I mean, we won't talk about the ones you missed, but sure. Well done on the
yeah, so there was quite a few that we thought there was going to be a big bad reveal, right?
A lot of people thought there's going to be
we thought there was going to be a big... Because you're starting a new phase, right? You need to introduce a big bad. There was no real big bad introduced here.
So I have a theory.
No, so you have a theory, but here's all this did. All this did was set up the multiverse of madness. Like that's my problem is my theory is that all this was an entire series to set up a movie later.
Kind of like how Ant-Man and the Wasp was just to set up Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done it before.
Yeah,
it's true. Well, they even say, like, I think Agnes says to her, "You're even more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme."
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you're mentioning Doctor Strange.
So Jeremy, what's your theory?
All right,
like, because here's the thing, right? We're two things, right? We got to remember this wasn't supposed to be released yet. I said this was supposed to. Right. I said Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to kick off. Basically, I said the entire an MCU TV series. I honestly think if they had thought that's what the show was going to come first, they would have put more into it.
Yeah,
that's point number one. Point number two is that last episode. They threw so many things like details and hidden things in, and I'm wondering. I said just because I was watching an interview the other day with Feige, and I don't know. I said I think some of that was actually reshot because they moved it earlier. So it's interesting, like, right? Just because I said there's like, oh yeah, here, like, oh, we got to do, and somehow, okay, let's dump all this stuff here and leave a whole bunch of questions, and then okay, we can move on now.
So you think they took a bunch of little like things that might be potential spoilers and cut them out, and are going to put them into maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier or whatever, figure out a way to reshoot that to fit them in?
So, yeah, there's something weird.
I think one thing that I appreciated about this show is that it gave me more background into two characters that we didn't get a whole lot of up until this point. So like they've both those characters have been in a lot of the movies, but they're never really had a central role. They've always just kind of been a filler in other scenes. They've done big things. Vision ends up getting killed and all this stuff. But I thought it was cool that we got to kind of know them a little bit better, especially in that last episode.
Vision is legitimately, we can say, the most killed character. Well, we've seen at least 3 on-screen deaths of the Vision,
and he's the easiest to kill because he's not a real person. So
yeah, exactly.
He's like, yes, kill him.
There's no consequences. He's a machine. You can just bring him back, as we saw. So,
and they even mention it. We'll see each other again.
Yeah. No, that's a good point, Nate. Because you're right. During like the movies that they were in, like Age of Ultron or Civil War, or any of the Endgame stuff, like they're in it, but you're always focused more on Tony Stark and Steve Rogers, and here's Wanda, throwing people through buildings and stuff. But it was cool to kind of see the backstory. It was cool to explain the Malcolm in the Middle DVDs and all that stuff.
Here's Wanda doing weird things with her hands.
Yeah.
Well.
And just like Doctor Strange, it makes sense now.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange always had the weird little like magic circles that appeared when he did his weird hand signal things, but she just was like,
she gets the smoke.
And a little red ball just shows up. It's like, dude, like what? Just Why are you contorting your hand so weird? Yeah. Yeah.
What was I going to say? So one thing that was cool is in that episode before the last one, when they're kind of getting up to the point where we are now, they're sort of figuring out, okay, what happened to get you to this point?
The Modern Family episode?
Well, yeah, that, and they jump back into, what is it, after Endgame, when she's at the compound?
Yeah.
She's living at the compound?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe it's after Age of Ultron. I can't remember.
After Age of... It's between...
Okay, yeah. And her and Vision have that moment that you never get to see in the movies. So I thought it was cool that they're like, yeah, this took place here. So if you're a fan, you know exactly where this is. It was clever.
As they're courting.
You're right. So I felt like this show, and maybe it's to Jeremy's point, the fact that this came out when it did and wasn't really a lead up from Winter Soldier and Falcon. Anyways, it felt very disjointed because the first 3 or 4 episodes just felt like a normal sitcom, and then they totally turned it on its head. And I felt like they could have just kind of kept that same structure the whole way throughout, because the last 3 episodes were definitely my most enjoyable. Like they felt the most cohesive. They had a little bit of both things going on. I don't know. It just felt like that those first few really probably turned some people off. Like, I don't know. I don't want to watch this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It was good to see kind of that mystery unravel, and then all the little things that we've been thinking about. What the fuck was that noise come into play?
Shut up.
Another airplane or what?
Yeah.
Aliens. It's aliens.
Scrolls. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So, couple of things like X-Men. X-Men did not get brought in at all, which I'm okay.
Well, hold on. There was Quicksilver.
No, so
that's
Pietro.
Turned out to be
a letdown.
A letdown. No, so I'm actually glad.
You love some Ralph Boner, right?
Ralph Boner. I love the name. But the fact is that we got to see the Ralph that she's been talking about all this time, right? Because the first couple episodes, Agnes kept bringing up Ralph, and we didn't know who that was. Now we figure out who Ralph is. But I'm really glad, because if that was the way to bring the X-Men in, right? We were thinking like her little power was going to give the X-Men thing. It kind of defeats the idea that X-Men had, slowly started to come about, right? If every X-Men got their power at the same time, it's a shit show, and I just don't like that idea. So I'm glad that they didn't go with this as the way to get the X-Men brought in. That being said, I am kind of disappointed that the Quicksilver in the show just happened to be Ralph, right? The some stoner kid next door.
Oh, Ed said Ralph's last name was the name of the neighbor across the street in Growing Pains. Boner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a sitcom reference and a bingo square there, Ed.
Bingo.
Good catch, Ed.
Yeah. So I'm happy and sad at the same time. But yeah, to Odin Pop's thing, I really hope that Mr. Ralph Boner becomes a continued character. I mean, in the MCU.
Well, hold on. So remember how this thing started? Is what's his name? Jimmy Woo was going to look for like a missing, or not missing person. It was a witness protection person. What if Ralph Boner is the guy who he's going to check up on? And he was in the protection program because he's really like this mutant from another dimension. He still could be Quicksilver. Like, he still could be Fox Universe Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's a chance.
That would be awesome, because I really liked how they used him as Quicksilver. And to Scott's point, it would have been a great entry point for the X-Men to be introduced.
No, it's counter my point. I thought that was an awful introduction.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Counter to my point. Like, everyone was like, "It's how the X-Men come back in." I was like, "Please don't."
Yeah.
Please don't. And
it was probably too soon. Which
I
is
felt
fine.
like it was kind of a letdown, though. I mean, I was like, really? He's just
Here's the thing.
Ralph Boner? I mean, come on.
The question that we had at a certain point, Jeremy and I brought up the aerospace engineer. This was the point to bring in Fantastic Four if you were going to do it.
Well, I'm sure they have another
You could have brought in pre-powered. I mean, dude, it's the Fantastic Four. You can bring them in at any given point, but this was a great introduction that they could have done.
But why did they tease so much stuff? Like, I feel like people were a little bit upset, probably myself included, is because we all wanted something more, and we didn't get it. And they do that a lot, which is fine.
I think this was the perfect intro to a new phase, right? Because it's a new phase. We don't know who the big bad is. We don't know a whole lot about this. So for them to be like, could be this.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Oh, no, gotcha. Like, I think it was great for the first episode, the first thing, because you didn't know, and you had to watch till the last episode. Everything Disney Plus did in this was to get you to stay to that last episode to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Well, it was nothing.
And I think, like I said, this was. I think the reason why this was such a hard one to start with is because it wasn't supposed to be the first series.
Yeah.
So the first series, so Falcon and Winter Soldier, like I said, it was supposed to start off next to the MCU TV version, right, with a bang. Like I said, just looking at the trailers for like Falcon and the Winter Soldier for like little clips they released, like you could tell the special effects budget for that show is way more than what they had for WandaVision, right?
Yeah.
So, like you just tell just from how the way that the trailer is shot.
Plus, it's a lot more action, probably more likable characters
probably
too.
More aerial stuff, them flying.
Stuff that you're used to with Marvel's, Avengers type stuff.
More Marvel movie.
Yeah, not Modern Family special effects, which aren't anything.
So I think we'll actually probably get a lot more like drops in Falcon and the Winter Soldier than what we got in WandaVision, because I think WandaVision was a setup for Multiverse of Madness, right?
Yeah.
But then Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the official kickoff to Phase 4. Even though this is
so. Can I say though?
Yes.
In this episode, same for what I brought up about Doctor Strange, like I've said many times. Jesus. All right. One of my many devices has decided that was a wake word. We've talked about Doctor Strange being one of the few movies where he had to cleverly beat the bad guy versus just being a version of the hero. The
beat 'em up. Yeah, that wasn't beat 'em up.
It wasn't a beat 'em up at the end, or Iron Man versus Ironmonger. Oh, they both have the same powers. How's the good guy gonna win? This one ended up the whole aspect of the two visions doing the whole argument of Ship of Theseus as to hey, we've been replaced enough, the parts replaced. Your directive is to kill the Vision. I'm not really the Vision. You're not really the Vision. Let's just
be friends.
Let's discuss the philosophy of this aspect, and then the whole discussion that they had. I love that whole aspect. Right?
What happened to the White Vision, the new Vision after that? Where'd he go?
And that's the thing, is we're going to get more of that. So we get a whole new storyline, because he flies off, right? He takes off
with Vision's memories.
And he is at this point the Vision that we had that gets his head ripped out, right? So that is now the most complete version of the Vision that we have. The Vision that dies in WandaVision, right, is kind of a make-believe, right? He's the kids. The emotional aspect of it.
The piece. So he's, like I said, he's the remnants of the Mind Stone.
The Vision lives again.
So we're gonna get there's a whole extra storyline that's gonna go on with that Vision, whether that's Falcon and Winter Soldier or another part. We're gonna see White Vision. And he's going to have his own a new storyline.
All right, we only have 5 minutes left. Did you guys see the after credit scene?
Yes. So we got
which one?
Which one? Because there's two.
The first one.
Scenes. Yes.
So the first one was great because it set up. So
what is that setting up? Because I wasn't sure.
So that's setting up her meeting Fury.
Fury, yeah, Fury's
up in space with all the scrolls on that base
from Spider-Man.
From Spider-Man. So she's going to go, and the person they're talking about is Fury. So
I forgot he was up there. Okay.
She's going to go meet Nick Fury and become part of whatever cosmic shield or sword there's going to be. It also potentially kind of hints maybe at a connection for Captain Marvel 2, because this whole time she's been kind of upset about Captain Marvel, right? So we don't know what that's about. So potentially Captain Marvel 2, which is still potentially a prequel, maybe we figure out why she didn't want them to talk about Captain Marvel, right, in earlier parts.
Or it isn't, and whatever her going up, right? And Captain Marvel 2 maybe takes place right after WandaVision.
Right, and it could. Who knows?
What was the second end credits?
So they said her friend up there might have been Talos too, right? Another one of the Skrulls.
He was like the main Skrull.
The leader, right, of that group of Skrulls. Because I still contend that there's the bad group of Skrulls, and we have good and bad.
Was it Talos? Didn't Talos assume Fury on Earth though? Like,
yes. I think around this time, or roughly, Talos and his wife are on Earth.
That's Fury and Maria
Hill and Fury. And Fury's up in space still. So I think when she points up, she's referring to the actual Nick Fury, not Talos Nick Fury that potentially is on Earth. This is confusing as shit, but still. So yeah, we'll see Nick Fury again. The last end credit scene with her
having some coffee,
just
on the porch, hanging out,
and then
hot coffee,
showing up as Nate. Her showing back up as, going through the Darkholme, which, can we please get away from the goddamn Darkholme? How that was on so many episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other movies. Can we please get away from that goddamn book? Her going through and hearing her kids, which sets up the direct tie to Multiverse of Madness, which is why I think she goes to Doctor Strange to figure out, like, why can I hear their voices still, and how can I get them out?
Well, and then specifically the location, which is Wundagore Mountain? So Wundagore Mountain is basically where the Darkhold was written by the High Evolutionary, which if they're going that route, that basically brings us into analysts, or being the big bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Annihilus.
King and Conqueror, basically. It was being King and Conqueror being very bad for
again, which is really hard to do that character without having the X-Men.
Yeah.
Right? Because he is a child of a very prominent X-Men who becomes a time traveler. So
the one thing they do really good on these is they don't make it so you know exactly what's happening. Right, they're loosely based on the comic book, so like I feel like the Crave team between the MCU will figure out a way to bring in Kang that you're not even expecting. It doesn't have to have X-Men.
They really
figure it out.
They really do have a good way to like tease the comics and like stay true to the comics somewhat, but bring their own like twist into a lot of things.
Just enough where it's similar, but they don't follow it letter by letter, because then everybody will know is coming, right? And that's why everybody spends all their time doing all these crazy theories on Reddit and stuff, and none of them end up being true.
Disney are experts.
One thing now. Can we talk about one specific thing? Like,
absolutely.
Scarlet Witch finally has her comic book costume.
Yeah, she looked good.
She looked good.
Good.
Cool. I like the take that they did with the head thing being like a magic-based crown thing, right? Okay. Like when she's going all full powered, she gets the little face crown weird thing. Marvel put weird head things on people in the 90s, and it just kind of stuck. So like I'm glad to see they did a practical version of it.
Yeah, I love that they are officially calling her Scarlet Witch now. We know like her true power. It took a long time, I think, for that character to really shine, but like talk about good timing to bring up a new central character.
Yeah.
Like somebody that's going to be part of the core team now.
Yeah. So like I think I've said it before, right? I'm rewatching all the Marvel movies in order. So between episode 1 of WandaVision and episode 9, now, like I watched Age of Ultron, I watched Civil War, I just finished Infinity War last night, right? So I got to rewatch all those scenes as I'm watching WandaVision, and it does make you appreciate those characters more, specifically Scarlet Witch, which is cool. So it wasn't the best show, but it was. I enjoyed it. It was fine.
We've seen bits and pieces of her power up to this point, but this is the first time we've actually seen her power like in full force.
I like the idea that we actually finally got the whole like reality warping, as they call it, chaos, right? Creation from
chaos
nothing.
Magic,
right? Yeah. Chaos magic, ability to create from nothing. Mm-hmm. Like I like the idea that we finally got that, right? Because which is why, if you think about it, why she's more powerful than Doctor Strange. She can create something from nothing.
And I think it's really clever that they show us the weakness of that, is that the fact that what you create cannot come with you. Yeah. So I think that's going to come back at some point, because they've made a point to focus on it and show the repercussions of what happens when you do that.
I honestly, I just kind of wanted to see Doctor Strange show up and bitch slap both of the two witches to be like, this is why I'm the Sorcerer Supreme. Shut the fuck up, you two. Like, just burp, done. Like, I could have solved this in 5 minutes. Why did it take you this long to solve this? Like,
it's true. So
I really would have liked that.
So we have a request from the chat. Ed wants to know if we can touch on everybody getting so upset because it didn't turn out the way they wanted, right? All these theories, the Mephisto,
I think it's
I don't know, all that stuff.
I think this is Disney. Disney is great at dangling that carrot and making you think about what could possibly happen and then turning you on your head. I think they tried to do that intentionally.
Here's what they do. So most of these movies are still in the like for the future, are still in the writing phase, right? This was them teasing to figure out, like, all right, let's make this ambiguous and let's see what big bad most people want. Like, what is the thing that most people
they have that figured out. They have that figured out. So
I they might not have this confirming it.
They might not have a script for I don't know, Shang-Chi done or something, but right, they know they have the overall story arc of where they want to go. Absolutely, they know who the next.
Time, like, you could pick based on the size of Marvel, you could pick and choose different villains, and kind of a lot of them have a similar power set. They're doing the same thing. Like, I think this was their. You're
not giving them enough credit. They totally have everything figured out.
Oh no, yeah, they totally do. But I was wondering if this was them confirming, like, if we hint this, do people guess the villain that we have? Have we been too obvious with it?
Yeah, it's possible. But I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit, but I really think they've got it all figured out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, right, the Thanos thing, the way they led it up. And again, rewatching those movies, like all the little things that are sprinkled in between it that make a whole lot more sense when you rewatch it after 10 years. Like, they've got this all figured out, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They know who the big villain is, for sure.
The biggest, like, aha moment for me, kind of like what you just talked about, Larry, is when I rewatched Age of Ultron after watching Endgame and all that. I'm like, holy shit, this ties in so early on.
Yeah.
I can't remember what specifically it was, but there's something that is like a direct lead-in to Endgame.
Age of Ultron's a really good movie.
Yeah.
So
it's always been one of my favorites, but it's a really good movie.
It is.
Can we talk about how we're not too far away from speaking of another good movie? Is the Snyder Cut coming up?
Wait.
Yeah, when's that?
Can't wait.
I do have a question though. I do have a question.
A Marvel question or a DC question?
A Marvel question. So with the whole big Pietro thing, where do you get powers?
Because he's the multiverse.
No, so
Quicksilver. He is.
So that's the thing that I got the question is, but could that necklace?
No, necklace can't make you be fast.
But first off, it's fucking magic. In the thing, like, it can do whatever the fuck they say. Like, she magicked it to do, right?
Like how the kid's quick too. But it's because he's Fox multiverse Quicksilver.
Do you really think
it's not just a coincidence
that he would have chosen the name Ralph Boner?
Yes, yes, he would. Yes, he would. Scott.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yes. He would choose the last name.
You would choose the name. You would choose the last name.
I would choose the last name Boner.
So would that guy, man. Like, yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna be down the road, and he's gonna pop up again, Ralph Boner, and then he's gonna turn around to the real Quicksilver, and everybody's gonna look back and be like, "Oh wow, look at that! It actually made sense. I was mad for nothing."
No, I think we're still gonna get upset.
Well, they're going to get upset about.
But I still think
the Snyder cut.
I still think the explanation is going to be because magic.
It's possible.
But yeah.
So you said Snyder cut. When's that come out? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Same day as Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Oh, wait.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm watching first.
Yeah. It's going to take you all day.
I'm also confused because we get Return of Jared Leto Joker without the stupid ass tattoo on the face.
I can't wait to see what the whole nightmare scene is about, because that reminds me of a comic that I read recently, which is The Last Night on Earth, where they kind of like pair up a little bit, but it's different, but it's cool.
I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to go with it.
So I think I'm super excited about the Snyder Cut, but I'm also like sadly disappointed because there's never going to be another movie ever again made. I said
not with any of these people.
Not with any of those characters, because they've gone and pissed off Superman. And Superman is because I don't know. I was reading an article earlier today. Like he's like, Warner Brothers is asking Henry Cavill to go on the press circuit. He's like, no.
Like I don't want to.
What about Ezra Miller? Ezra Miller Flash.
He's too busy beating women.
Yeah, really?
Like,
he's like women like physically. He punched some girl during like an interview, like live on TV, just like fucking deck some chick.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
What about Ray Fisher Cyborg?
Yeah.
Do you mean the guy that's been complaining about WB's like
Jason Momoa? What's wrong with Jason Momoa?
Him and Wonder Woman girl are the only two that haven't said anything bad yet.
Zachary Levi.
Oh yeah, Shazam. No. That's still on board, right? I think I saw something about Black Adam, like the Black Adam's filming or something soon. So those are still a thing.
Or what was it that everyone thought they were going to turn into a Shazam?
Yeah. Ben Affleck is out
because Black
Shazam.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right. It's just a mess. So I'm excited to see what the vision was, but I'm also sad because like I said they already teased that it leaves off on a cliffhanger, and none of those actors are coming back.
No.
It's a shame. It's gonna be weird.
But I'm excited for it because I want to see what Justice League should have been. But then again, I don't really like Zack Snyder's treatment of the DC universe anyway.
Yeah.
Like I didn't like the movies leading up to it, so like I don't know if I'm gonna really like it. Like I'm not gonna force myself to like it just because it's the Zack Snyder cut because you fucked up the first two.
If it was Marvel, you would be like, yes.
Yeah, because they didn't fuck up the first two of the third one.
Right.
I'm
excited.
I'm gonna watch it. If I had to choose between Falcon Winter Soldier or Justice League, I'm gonna watch Falcon Winter Soldier first. Partially because it's probably not gonna be like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and I can get through it quick. But I am excited for it. So two things real quick. Peking 1, 2, 3. I think they said Wonder Woman 3 was already happening like before Wonder Woman 2 was even like out. They're like, this is awesome. People are gonna love this movie, so who knows? Right? Gal Gadot might even be like, nah, I don't like money. Like maybe I'll go back to the Fast and Furious franchise because that's still a thing. In space. Did you see Fast and Furious to June? I think.
It's gonna get pushed back again. Like
good Lord.
Well, we're getting dangerously close to like May for Black Widow. Like it'll be interesting to see what they do with Black Widow. I'm sure they're going to end up pushing it back.
They're either going to push it back, or they're going to like at this point in time like just pay off Scarlett Johansson with her contract. Like cause from what I was reading, it's partly due to her contract of why they have to release the movie. So
we talked about that.
Yeah, I think they just have to pony up the cash and say, well, you know what, we're going to release it to
Disney Plus. Or you don't do the WB or HBO Now thing, right? You do the Disney Plus because they just released that new animated movie. You got to pay.
Here's the thing that you got to pay. They only opening weekend so far right now. They're only at like $8 million. Like people aren't going to pay extra for the service they already pay for to watch your shitty movie.
It's a hard sell. Well, but Black Widow. Black Widow is going to be a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Or are we going to get an Ant-Man one It's good,
Ant-Man
but not that great.
Ant-Man 1's top five.
Ant-Man 2 is
Ant-Man 2 is bad. Yeah,
I don't like
Ant-Man 1 is like top 5, maybe 6. I'm redoing my list. It's I don't know. Black Widow's going to be good. But I didn't even hear about this Disney movie that I can't even remember the name of it.
Raya the Last Dragon.
Yeah, that one. They didn't really hype it up much. So
I know, especially to make it a premium service, like you're not gonna hype it before that.
Like,
I didn't even know it was coming till Friday when it was out.
If you want me to pay for more for this movie, you better hype that shit up a little bit more.
In fact, well, $30.
Really?
Yeah.
It's $30.
And now Disney's going, why isn't people watching this and paying $30 more?
To be fair,
I already paid $12 a month for that shit. Now you want me to pay $30?
Well, it's $30.
Why is it?
And then the way they do them, it's $30 to watch it 4 weeks early. People are just going to wait the 4 weeks.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Wait the full 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. Or you just go wash your hands with soap today and watch it today for free.
Soap. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's a hard sell. So look, Jeremy's got some soap right there. Oh. Some clean hands.
So go buy yourself some soap
today,
and you can watch movies without.
Make sure to visit us on our .com.
Yeah.
Ed agrees. Ant-Man is a great movie. He says, "Shut up, Scott. You know nothing."
Yeah.
I might have added that last part, but who knows? You're not looking at the chat.
Yeah, Ant-Man
I just said the original Ant-Man was very paint by numbers. That's all.
Great movie.
All right, Larry.
I enjoyed it immensely, but yeah, Larry, do your thing.
So stick around. We love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. We're a little bit over our normal hour, but this was fun. We're gonna raid Goat versus Fish, most likely, as long as he's still alive in a second.
He's still alive.
All right, cool. So if you want to find out more about our awesome soda giveaway, you can find it on all of our social media. So you can follow us on Instagram at STS Guys. We're on Twitter at STS Guys, and we are on Facebook at the STS Guys. And I'm Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Chilling like a villain.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
Oh God.
Oh, we're a great podcast. If you like other great podcasts, we have a lot of friends who have great podcasts.
I got family.
Roll a little early.
I just love cutting Larry off.
It's okay. Oh, we got family. Funko Family has great podcasts like Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, Four Dorksmen, Geek Together, Secondary Heroes. They just hit their 2-year anniversary. Congratulations, Secondary Heroes. The Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious, Movie Retakes with our friend Sully, the Toy Rewind Podcast, because those guys are awesome, 3 beers, and a mic. And guess what, guys? Another week's gone by, and we still haven't done the Totally Red Movie Podcast.
So update, though. I got the Blu-ray player hooked up. I will be watching The Jerk tomorrow.
Maybe we'll do it Tuesday or Thursday?
Tuesday or Thursday.
So I wasn't on last week, but I listened to the podcast yesterday, and Scott said the exact same line last week. He's like, "So I have the DVD. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow."
So I have the DVD player. But I had to get I have to get a Blu-ray player. I don't have any.
Okay. So
the
only difference was that you added in player, but it's the same line.
Well, you got to have something to play the DVD.
I have the thing sitting there.
I get it.
I'm just giving you
exactly, but I don't want to put random discs in my PS5. That's my baby. What? So I had to find the Blu-ray player that I had stored away.
Like the PS5 disc had like an STD.
You don't fucking know.
I don't want to get COVID.
Home burn disc.
Ed's copy of The Jerk is perfectly safe.
It's clean.
I'm not saying anything bad about it.
He washed it with soap today.
Yes, I'm just saying it's not properly. It has not been properly vetted to go into my baby. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, jeez.
But yes, so I will watch it. I'm actually physically going to watch it tomorrow. So next week, guaranteed, we will be talking the Totally Rad Movie Podcast. And
it's not dead yet.
It's not dead yet, Larry. I'm going to force it. We are going to do it next week.
All right, cool. Works for me. We'll figure out a time. Tuesday or Thursday sounds good.
That works for me.
Yeah, that's all I got. ShumiStore.com, code STS Guys. Oh, we got to do one more shout out to Animator Apparel Company because it's a great place to get t-shirts. Animator Apparel Company, it's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best.
One day, I'd love it if we could just be like a podcast where all we do is these stupid drops for an hour.
That'd be amazing.
We have
life
enough.
Podcast goals. All right. Do your thing. Do your thing, Jeremy. We're going to rate goat versus fish.
Okay. So thanks for sticking around, everybody. We appreciated your time and conversations and interacting today. So for episode 168 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Ralph Boner.
I have been Nate. Thanks, guys.
And I'm Barry McCrackener.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye.
Toodles.
Goat versus fish.
Don't be a fence sitter.
Theme song.
STS Guys Podcast is the best you ever seen. Go and listen weekly pop culture podcasts, they are so clean. Talking about movies, TV shows, collectibles, I mean Jeremy, Larry, Nathan Scott are the best hosts you ever seen. Batman, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, very cool. Just lay down, open a beer, that's the big rule. Relax every week with us, we doing it right. Interesting subjects, we don't bother you at all. Come with us, it's gonna be so cool. Okay, STS Guys Podcast #1. That's not a fool, okay, I promise you gonna have fun. Take your gun, nerds in the beach, I swear that's a big run.